It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Pittsburgh. It's the Dolphins and the Steelers on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here. One of these two teams will be right back here in 2 weeks' time. Who will it be? Well, we'll see. Off we go in the AFC title game. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 8th-year passer, two-time Pro Bowler from Mississippi State, Dak Prescott.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. Prescott to throw it. Oh, that is incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training...
And into the end zone! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Luke Musgrave, 52 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Bringing them out, a guy who's top 30 all-time in yards and touchdowns. Not bad for a 4th-round pick back in 2012. Captain Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Aleem McNeil forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're proud.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aleem McNeil, his 2nd sack of the night. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Etienne up the middle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Let's take it at around the 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they at one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down. Now Prescott going to change the play.
At the Dolphins' 26-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown!
Luke Musgrave.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Cousins now.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
That was 2nd down, throw for Cousins. Short throw to Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Aleem McNeil
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Forced out to his left.
And that's going to be incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Now they'll audible to something else.
Play action now. Prescott on the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
And Hoez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Berrios.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Aleem McNeil
Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 56 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have.
And now the rookie's free. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. And again, it's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now they'll change things up. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Etienne once more. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Short throw to Smith, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Cousins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Play fake. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter. But it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Second down, Prescott. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott on first down. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good with a PAT, and it is 28-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Open man right side, Myers. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Steelers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Cousins on 1st down.
This one caught by Osborne, right side.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2nd down, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Cousins.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Again, it's Cousins.
He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Cousins to throw it.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Prescott going to change the play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. That's caught by Myers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
1st down, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Elliott good on the extra point, and it is 42-0.
Dolphins nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
1st down, here's Cousins. Smith catches left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is playing?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Here's Cousins. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Cousins now on second down. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Throwing here, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Prescott.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.